Real quick, this episode is
Abby
Stillborn Star
blasts
Part
her
1,
phone.
right?
No,
Not
this
the last
is
one?
No,
this is a chapter now closed. This is the end of Arc 1, baby.
Well, heck
shit.
you.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Are we gonna reunite at the end of this session?
maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see. Who's texting me? Oh, it's Duolingo
Wanna,
telling
like,
me I need
catch
to do
up.
my Chinese.
Oh, do your
You're
Chinese.
learning Chinese.
I've been learning Chinese for like my streak is 72 days, so over 2 months.
Neat.
Yeah, I know how to order a drink.
You
Then order.
look
order a
at them
fucking
and say,
drink.
sake.
No, I know how to order a coffee. It would be Wo Yao He Cafe.
I was gonna ask if like Japanese the word for coffee was like basically English.
It's pretty close. Like there's I's instead of E's. So like instead of saying coffee, you say cafe.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah.
The case in a lot of countries. Like, I think it's Portuguese. Coffee is kohi. They
Oh,
just change the F to an H sound.
I think Portuguese is because it's European. I think China is because they first heard of coffee when the British decided China was theirs.
Yeah, I can say
They got them all addicted to opium.
Baba Ha Mama
That was pretty sick.
Yao Ye New Ne, I think it's Ne or Nyo, which means mom and dad want milk.
Oh, I gotta
Mom
learn
and
that
Dad.
one.
Why?
Personal reasons.
It's reasons, yeah, or purposes.
All right. Anyways, 2 session now, so we've been bullshitting for a good 5 minutes. Yeah. Who wants to give the recap? No takers. I'm just gonna pick
I
on
would
somebody.
say somebody that is not me.
Blake.
Thank you.
Okay. We did a little bit of flashback to yonder year.
Thousands of years in the past.
That's what Blake said.
Yep.
Yeah, I said yonder year.
Yeah. Yonder is a unit of thousands.
It is. Clearly. Which, a lot of stuff happened.
Very succinct.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I truly
Okay.
don't remember a lot of that.
Alex?
I told Blake I remember the main thing.
Alex, would you like to try?
Oh, here I was snickering like, haha, he can't remember any, or she can't remember anything under pressure. Oh no.
I could say the main thing.
Okay, so yeah, we went back thousands of years into the past before the events of the campaign to explore a little bit about the meaning behind the stillborn star and what that means for Vapor. We did not get to the conclusion.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
We had the players playing various figures from that time. Dragona was the Dragon Lord Batharand. We had Z as the blind child. We had Jurgen as the engineer responsible for creating the weapon. We had Tilia as the Dragon Lord's right hand and personal assassin. We had Kazar and Vapor as the guardians of the blind child. And after kind of exploring the leading up events, we came back to the present, where Jimmy, poor Jimmy, was shot and killed by, presumably to him, Kazar's brother. But Tilia and Dragona have more or less been with him the whole time. Jurgen heard the gunshot and turned to leave, before the voice in his head screamed very loudly, and he saw his own reflection start climbing out of the mirror towards him. Meanwhile, Z and Vapor had a conversation. Mostly they yelled at each other.
If you have siblings, you understand.
And Kazar just chilling underwater in a cave.
Yep.
None the wiser to any of this.
I've been there the whole time.
Blissfully unaware.
And we're actually going to pick up with Jurgen.
Yes.
Jurgen, you are like, the screaming has stopped and it's left instead just like this kind of ringing in your ear. Well, ears, not ear. And yeah, your reflection, it like just climbs out of the mirror and starts approaching you.
Now, is this actually, like, looking at it, is it like a perfect representation of me, my reflection, or is there like stuff wrong with it?
It looks
Aside from the
it
fact-
looks just like you.
Interesting.
Mamoto's reflection has not left the mirror.
Jurgen is going to immediately draw his sword and cast. Does he want to do that?
I don't know, does he?
You know what? No, he's not going to do that. He is going to have his sword ready, but he's going to cast Shore Strike. I forgot I didn't have the thing for that, so I just put a description. You cast this spell immediately before you make an attack. You can see into the future for an attack, granting you a +1 insight bonus per 3 caster levels on your next attack roll.
Which will be the one coming up.
Yes. So +2 insight bonus. I don't necessarily know what that does.
That just, it gives you a +2 on the roll itself.
Okay.
It's just telling you that's the type of bonus.
Okay. So I have to ask for technicality's sake because I kind of jumped the gun there. It says immediately before you make an attack, so is that like charged in my weapon? I could say something to the thing and then attack, like, or is this I casted it, I need to attack now? Because I feel like Jurgen would say, like, state your business or something like that. Like, he probably wouldn't immediately attack, but he is ready to attack.
I think that with all the confusion, like, you were more or less, like, mentally assaulted just now. Like, whatever happened caused you a great deal of pain. It didn't translate into raw damage, but, like, you know, your ears are ringing, your head's kind of spinning, and you see something freaky. Like, this thing climbed out of a mirror. Mirrors aren't supposed to do that. What the fuck is this? Like,
You know, very fair point. Yeah, he's just gonna swing at it. I'm just gonna swing at it. My sword. Let's see, would that be... Genuinely, I don't think I've used my sword once this game. I've used a lot of magic. Would this be a single attack or a full attack? I don't know.
it would be a single
difference
attack
between-
because you're not in initiative and you can't make, like, a full round action for that.
Excellent, okay. Additional attack bonus 2.
I am, however, going to move us to a battle map. It is not exactly the room, but we're going to pretend it is.
Okay. That's a 31.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Excellent. So damage roll. That doesn't do anything for damage. So 13.
there should have been an option to maybe roll it as a crit. Or what you can do is actually set the sheet so that way it rolls your attack and damage at the same time. So that way if you rolled a crit, it would automatically calculate that. But times that by 2 instead of rolling again, because I think a longsword's times 2 or is times 3.
I see. There's a critic roll there.
Mhm.
So yeah, that'd be 26 then. Okay, cool.
We're gonna do it that way instead of rolling, because you could roll the minimum or you could roll the maximum. I don't know.
Okay.
Can you control your token?
Can I control my token? Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make it to where you can't control this one. You can't.
I am both Jorgens.
Then I'm going to get Mamuto's current token until the artist makes his token. Yeah, and I want you to roll initiative, please.
Okay. Sorry, it takes a little bit. My computer's being a wee bit slow. In it. 20.
You're just rolling crits today, dude. That's your second,
need
like,
that.
not nat 20, but, like, crit roll.
Yeah, that's wild.
Crazy.
It rolled an 18.
Listen, Jurgen's angry, so. And hurt.
Mamuto, what is your initiative? +3. That doesn't help you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get this attack off, and as soon as you do, like, you cleave whatever this thing is completely in two, and its two halves fall apart, and then immediately reform, and now there are 2 of it.
That's not what's supposed to happen.
But I am going to give you another turn. Since you crit on your initiative.
Excuse me. So they duplicated and I sliced them. Perhaps this is a slicing deal. So screw the sword. Lightning bolt.
Okay.
That went into multiple things for some reason.
Yeah, because it's so long. I can make you a macro for that later.
1d6 per caster level. So
Right, but remember, if this is the one from your Herald where it's your free cast, you stop at 5th.
okay. So 5d6.
And then it can make
Each character within its area.
and it can make a reflex save versus your DC, which is 10 plus the spell's level plus your caster level. So if you,
Yeah.
so it would, for this one in particular, Lightning Bolt's a level 3 spell, so it's 10 plus 3 is 13, and then it stops at 5, so it's a DC 18. Or no, it's half your caster level, I'm sorry. So that would be... we round down in 3/5, so it's actually a DC 15.
15. Okay. That works for me.
Which one are you targeting?
I would
Because
have
this
loved to target.
is in a line.
Yeah,
So-
I would have loved to target both, but if I would have moved, they would have both had an attack of opportunity on me. So, we're gonna go. You said the one died and 2 came back, or like did
You
one
s-
spawn out of a specific one?
You split it in half, and it formed into 2.
Okay, so there's not necessarily like the one I already hit because it's Then I'm gonna go to the one furthest from Mamato. This guy.
Okay.
That way Mamato can get a little action in.
So DC 15. Oh, I better add a turn for this one. I'll give it the same initiative as its
Counterpart
yeah.
is its other half. So sweet. It's a good thing mine has a name, because that would be very confusing. Just a bunch of Jurgen tokens.
Are
So many
you
years
do you have a 0 for your initiative? Or not initiative, dexterity?
What was that?
Do you have a 0 modifier for your dexterity?
Let me see. Stats. Dexterity, yes. Yeah, I have a 0.
Okay. Because I'm copying whatever your reflex is.
Oh, okay.
Which
Because
is
it's
2.
me.
So yeah, it fails. Go ahead and if you haven't already, roll the damage. 5d6.
5d6. 18.
Aiton Teenan.
It's pretty average. Actually, that's very average. I rolled a 6, a 1, 2 3s, and a 5.
Hey, man. Yeah, you see this one just get kind of like blown into several different pieces. And they all also.
Son of a bitch. Well, I haven't moved yet. I know they would get to attack me, but it seems like attacking might not work. No. I'm not moving away yet. I'm staying in the fray. I'm gonna give this one more go.
All right.
So he's just gonna. Jurgen is just gonna look to Mamoto, and say, "If everything gets south, get to the others."
He just nods in grim determination. Yeah, let's see. This one runs sprinting towards you and is going to tackle you. Or attempt, at least. Roll a grapple check, please.
Grapple check. 19.
Alright, so it touches you, and you see its hands start to kind of like deform, almost liquefy, as it like grabs at your arms and your chest. But you're able to kind of like wriggle your way back. That's what it does with its action. This one is going to attempt to do the same thing. Roll another grapple, please.
18.
This one does the same thing, but this one actually gets a hold of you. And as it does so, I want you to make a fortitude save, please.
Or save 19.
Okay, so you're only going to take half damage.
Okay.
You take 4 points of damage. And it feels weird. You almost feel weak as it starts to absorb you. Question mark.
I don't like that.
Third one's gonna come charging in. Make another grapple, but make it at -4 because you are currently already grappled.
You know what? This is rude. Okay, let's see. 25.
Boy is full of them. Now this one tries to get you, but like you're kind of wise to its tricks. You're still trying to shake the one that's got you off, but like this other guy shouldn't have even tried. Like getting right past him.
Nice.
Another grapple check. This is all they're gonna do. This whole
They're all just. Jurgen says, I was. I don't know football terms. I played football back in my day. 24.
Yeah, well 20 because of the -4.
20.
Yeah, again, like you're shaking them off. And the last one.
Alright. Come on, baby. Shit.
No.
That's a 7.
Believe it or not. Well, actually, no, I had a 7 because I forgot about the -4. Thank you for being honest. Yeah, no, this one gets you 2. Make a fortitude save.
Just crit it.
Yeah, you've been doing it. This is your third crit there.
There
Four.
it is!
Oh, fuck you. Oh my god.
You take 3 points of damage.
I'm playing with the loaded dice tonight, I see.
I have
Yeah,
no
right?
words for this.
Anthony was like, I'm turning on my hacks.
I told you, Jurgen's tired of this shit.
Oh, what?
So now it's finally Momato's turn.
Yes, it is finally mom. Oh shit, my face just got huge. I was trying to add it to the thing so I can see me. Because OBS also got rid of that and I didn't notice till now. Put myself up here. Yeah.
Oh, your camera?
Yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, we can't see you either.
There we go. Now I'm here. Hello, everybody. But yeah, it's finally Mamato's turn. Mamato's like, there are so many Jurgens. He's going to try to get rid of some of the ones grappling you. What's Mamato got for something like that? Rejoin as player so you guys can see my secrets. Why is Roll20 being so weird? Here we go. Alright, Mamato, what do you have? What do you have? What do you have? What do you say?
Can you guys hear my fan? I just turned it up to high.
Alright, he's going to
Okay.
attack with a reach here because he's got a halberd. And he's going to try to attack I think it was this one that got you. This one off to the side. The first one. What's your AC, Jurgen?
Let me check real quick. Jurgen's AC is 16.
Okay. He misses both attacks. He rolled a 7 and a 14, and his second attack is only made at +1.
Hold up.
Jurgen, it is your turn.
Um,
So, what I'm going to lay out some options here. You are for all intents and purposes, restrained. You cannot cast spells that require a somatic component. Like if it's all it takes is you to like yell, you can cast a spell like that. You also can't attack anybody except for those that have you grappled.
Even if like at disadvantage or something, can I move?
You would have to beat the grapple check. Like you guys make another one.
But isn't that your action?
It would be his standard action. Yes, he would still be able to move like 30 feet, but he would not be able to disengage to get attacks of opportunity from everybody, and you wouldn't be able to cast a spell or attack.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I was thinking, and then I'll just see what you tell me to do. So this was not me trying to escape them, like to beat the grapple check. I was hoping they would stay on to me. I want to see what happens if I crash them into the mirror. So it was more like they're on me, I smack myself into the mirror, see if they go in. So would that still be an opposed grapple check, or would that be something else?
Alright, since you're not trying to escape the grapple, I'm not going to make you oppose it. Instead, I'll have you make a... Let's see. Just give me a straight strength roll.
Okay, I could do that.
13.
It's okay.
Okay, so like you start to kind of like push and move everybody. One of the ones that has you grappled, like you basically lift them off their feet and they're attached to you basically by sheer virtue of like almost being liquefied onto you. But the other one remains firm.
Okay, so I don't really get anywhere.
I will move this whole cluster 5 feet.
That's somewhere.
That's your action. So.
Yeah, and Jurgen's just gonna yell his plan to Mamato and just say, like, get them to the mirror. Perhaps even break the mirror. There's so many ideas.
You can give Mamato instructions if you want. Like, if you want him to try to break the mirror, you can tell him.
No, this first we gotta see if we can put them back in the mirror. Because if the mirror's broken and they can go in the mirror, then we're screwed. But if I try to put them in the mirror and it doesn't work, have a backup plan.
Okay. This one does not currently have you grappled, so it's going to try.
So another grapple check?
Yep. Gotta beat a 17. There you go. You
27.
did it.
23.
Yep. This guy is just very unlucky. This one already had you grappled, so I need you to make me another fortitude save, please.
Okay.
Only 2 of them got you. God damn it.
That's 20.
You take 4 damage. I'm gonna kill you by slowly dissolving you.
Just so you know, I added a temporary modifier of the -4 to the grapple, so
Okay.
whatever I roll now should be it.
Okay. This one is going to attempt to grapple you because it does not have you grappled. Go ahead and make the roll. Anchovy.
What's up?
Make the grapple check.
Bro, zoning out in the middle of battle.
This one got you.
Okay.
Another fortitude. I'm gonna get you one of these days. Catch you lacking. That's it.
14.
I caught you lacking. It's a DC 15. You take 5 damage. Okay, this one already had you grappled, so your third fortitude check of the evening.
16.
Okay, you take half. You take 3 damage.
Still just trucking on along.
This one's going to attempt again.
So does that mean grapple again?
Yep.
Cool.
You beat it. Yeah, despite, like, now you have 3 on you, just, like, all trying to, like, absorb you and, like, whatever the hell they're doing. It's causing you a lot of pain. And you hear the voice in your head start to just laugh.
But just like through gritting teeth and like a pained voice, Jurgen would say, "What's so funny?"
What can Mamato do here? Not much in terms of spells, not much. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna sprint in and try to start moving people, doing a good old bull rush here. Mamato rolls hot. What's your strength modifier? 2?
Yes, I believe so. Let me just double check. Yes, 2.
Alright. So he's pushing on some of the ones that, like, have you. And all of you guys start moving even further. Mamato, a strong boy. It's your turn. In response to you asking what's so funny, the voice simply replies that they've tried this before.
I guess following up with that, Jurgen would say, "And who exactly would that be?" As he continues just trying to push forward.
Yeah, go ahead and make another strength.
Man, 7.
You don't get anywhere. The voice just starts to laugh again. He says, "Us." Fortitude, buddy. Ready for another round of being slowly eaten.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out if he's being facetious.
Oh, if you want
That's
to
right.
sense motive the voice in your head, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm
read his
in-
body language.
He's a little nervous.
I don't know if he's trying to tell me I'm on the wrong track, or if he's just being a dick like he's usually is. He says sense motive?
Yeah.
25, another crit.
fucker.
Anthony's just full of them tonight.
Anthony,
Did you
you're
turn
done.
on easy mode.
Anthony,
he's
you're
on a
done.
hot streak.
I'm done, but Jurgen's not.
There's truth in his words, but it's not. He's not trying to tell you you're on the wrong path or the right path, but like, he's telling you what he believes is the truth.
Okay. Then Jurgen's going to continue at what he currently believes is the right path.
All right. This one already has you absorbed. Make a fortitude save, please. Or not absorbed, but grappled. That's what they're trying to do, is absorb you.
26.
Take 4 damage.
Honestly, if this were to happen in real life, I would gracefully accept being absorbed by a bunch of me's.
Like, you're just fighting them for so long, and you're just like, I give up. Come on, guys.
Nah, I'd be like, yeah, take me. That sounds like a good time.
I think that this one still does not have you grappled, so go ahead and roll the check.
17.
Yeah, you beat him. He's trying his best, damn it.
Listen, when there's 3 people on top of someone, it's pretty hard to find space to grab them.
Yeah, we're at 3 out of 5 that have you. This one does not have you. Go ahead and roll.
Quick, before I do, is this what we're considering where the mirror is?
Yes.
Okay. so we're
Mamato
getting
pushed you
close.
10 feet. So if you or he succeed on the next one, you'll be there.
18, we're good.
No, you're not.
What?
It rolled an 18, and it does not have a negative, and it uses your grapple.
Shit.
6 damage if you don't pass your fortitude.
Oh, if I don't pass my... Okay. 25.
3. They're rolling shit on the damage, but they're slowly getting you.
2 more. Mamato just needs to do his thing again.
It's 4 out of
And we're...
5 that have you grappled. This one,
These other 2 have already got me grappled, right?
the last one does. This one does not. It's going to try again.
Okay, so...
You're at 4 out of 5. That okay? He doesn't.
That's another... Jesus! I'm so good
Worry,
at this
Anthony.
game.
Just be a rules wizard. Everyone knows you can only have 4 people grappling at you at once. It's
Go.
it's not rules wizard.
Rules lawyer.
Rules lawyer, yeah.
Fortitude for the last one.
I'll lawyer you out of
12.
this.
Okay, you're taking full damage from this one.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Good job, little guy. I'm afraid.
Mamuto. Mamuto might be saving your life. He's pretty close to it.
So that is his job.
You guys make it to the mirror. They don't go in.
Oh my god, are you serious? In frustration. Oh wait, it's not even...
It's your turn
He
now.
made his turn. Okay, what do I have to do to try and break this thing? I have to ungrapple myself?
If you have a spell that only requires a verbal component, you can cast that to try to do it. You can attack whoever's got you grappled. Try to break free that way. It's up to you. Do you think you could survive another round?
No. I'm at 13.
They could all roll, like, I don't know, 2, 3.
You said it has to be only verbal?
Yeah, like your hands are tied, so you can't grab components. You can't like wave your hands. Like, so it has to have a verbal component. It has to be solely verbal.
Is this mirror against a wall, or is there like some space behind it?
There's some space behind it.
I have one thing. Oh. I can't cast a spell and attack. Right?
Not unless the spell is like only a bonus action or something. In that case, you can, but
It's only a standard action. Fuck. Going behind the mirror would be stupid. That's okay. I'm gonna cast a thing and hopefully do something. He worked his way all the way here. Whatever. He's gonna look across the room and try to cast Dimension Hop. Basically just to get out of these guys' clutch.
okay. Your caster level was not increased from for that spell. Like your Duskblade caster level is 7. So actually that's 15 feet. Because it's dividing by 5, not 7. And it's 5 feet every how many levels? 2 levels.
Say that one more time.
It's 5 feet every 2 levels. So really it should be 15 feet because your Duskblade 7.
Okay, so you're just telling me I can get a little further away?
Yeah.
Okay. Be straight with me, Doc.
I'll let you get out of a grapple with that.
Okay. Then the furthest one. So that'd be 2, 3.
You're like, Mama Toad, get between me and them.
Okay.
Yoga needs a break.
Human shield.
And you still have your movement if you want to run further.
Yeah.
You got any ranged attacks?
1, 2, 3.
He used
4,
his standard
5,
action to
6.
do the dimension hop.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
next time, because there's no way they can all get to him, right? Well, I won't. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Jurgen, what's your speed?
Oh, wait a hot minute. Hold on. I might not even be able to go that far. I naturally was just like, oh, yes, 30. Hold on. Gotta find it. Stats. I think my speed's only 25. Let me...
Damn short legs.
20. Not even 25. Okay, so let me go up to... 1, 2. So they can only move 20. At least that is my assumption.
Unless they dash. I'm sorry. I'm here to be helpful.
But if they dash, then they can't attack me.
Mm.
In theory.
Damn it. Feet would be right there. 15, 20. Mamato's dex. 3. He does have combat reflexes. Okay. So Mamato's getting 3 attacks of opportunity.
Oops.
And he hits all 3.
Noise.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that still means... Whoop.
Why would he even do it? He knows better.
Hey man, instinct.
Not hitting them. Mamato has 3 reactions.
So there's a feat called Combat Reflexes, which lets you make additional attacks of opportunity instead of just 1. And it's based on your dexterity modifier,
Damn.
which is 3.
Fucking Mamato fucking shit up.
That's alright. I won't have them go this turn. Or this round, I mean. Because technically they
Just
were
breaking the
created.
mirror, right?
Because technically they were created at the end of the initiative. Yeah, Mamato will swing at the mirror now. He hits the mirror. Where's my D10? There it is.
Thousands more flat out.
Yeah, so Mamato swings his big halberd, smashes the mirror, and yeah, all these guys disappear. They when the mirror cracks, they all crack as well, and then when it falls into a bunch of pieces, so do they.
Should have went with my first instinct, but I was like, I don't know. People keep coming out of other dimensions. Maybe they need to go home.
Alright, yeah, initiative's over.
Okay. Do I have any spells that can heal me?
I don't know, do you?
I've got resistance, acid
That
splash,
resistance
ray of
doesn't
frost.
heal.
Ray of frost. I could just freeze my burns, maybe.
So actually,
No.
you're taking a necrotic damage.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, I've got no healing spells. Equipment? Do I have potions? I don't think I have any potions. I actually have nothing in me.
Damn, that means you got nothing.
That's okay. I don't think I would have had potions anyways.
Yeah, you're like, we've handled everything pretty well, so, why would I need them?
Yeah. Jurgen's just gonna look at Mamoto and say,
Mamato goes, you look like shit.
Jurgen says, I feel like shit. Dear friend, do you perhaps have, something to heal me?
Did I give Mamato any potions? You're in luck, he has 1.
Okay.
Roll 2d8 plus 3.
Alright, so, Judy, I'll just add the +3 after the fact. So, 14. 14 is pretty good.
Yeah, cure moderate wounds potion. There you go.
Yeah. Jurgen drinks it as starts standing up and he says, I will buy you a new one of those as soon as we get the chance. In the meantime, I am really missing Kazar.
And you say that, and as soon as you're done talking, you're kind of finally catching your breath, there's a knock at the door.
Okay, the way you paused, I was waiting to switch scenes. Jurgen would. You know what? At this point, he's pretty tired and out of it. He's not even gonna think about it. He's just gonna go open the door.
You open the door and you see Andon standing there, and he has his blade drawn. And I want you to make a sense motive.
Interesting. Don't like that. Go down to it. 24.
Like, the two of you lock eyes, and you feel the, like, emotional state that Andon is in right now. You know he didn't come here to help. But whatever he was going to do, you can see just from the look on his face that he has decided not to do it.
Jurgen goes over and just like puts a hand on his shoulder and he says, "What's going on?"
Yeah, he recovers very quickly. He goes, I heard the glass shatter. I thought you were in trouble.
I was. You came just a couple minutes too late.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Is everything all right in here?
For the most part. Is everything okay out there?
Dragona and Tilia ran off out of the castle. And so did a lot of the party. I don't know why, but
He would see Jurgen's eyes go huge and say, "Shit! The bang!" And he says, "Andon, Mamoto, come with me." He just starts booking it right back to where he was prior.
to where you were prior was in the room.
Sorry, no, I meant like the mission he was on prior to attacking Mears.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that was poorly worded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, outside, a crowd has gathered near where Jimmy has been unfortunately killed. A large hole, just like the bleeding has long since stopped for the most part. It's just kind of like gently oozing now since the heart isn't actively still trying to pump that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like a big crowd of people has shown up to check out what that noise was.
Wait, so Jurgen is showing up to the scene right now?
Yep.
And
how does he find Dragona and Tilia?
Tilia has Jimmy scooped into her arms and is just sobbing openly. Just covered in his blood.
She's standing there with like an arm like just around Tilia, but kind of like surveying the scene to see if there's anyone like of suspicion. Because like obviously she doesn't know who did it, because she doesn't know what the weapon is, but I think she's kind of like on guard.
Okay.
I struggled to hear her there. Could you give me the gist of what was just said?
she's kind of looking for people that are suspicious. Like, you know, Jimmy's dead. Everybody liked Jimmy, so like whoever did it could still be around.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I want you, Dragona, to give me give me a spot check, please.
Did you say Tilia as well?
No, Dragona. Tilia's crying, preoccupied.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not seeing much.
Now, everybody here seems very confused. There's nobody that really stands out as like a perpetrator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess probably get away from the crowd. She would try to usher Tilia like away from all the prying eyes and just like everybody staring, and would try to like shuffle them out of the way when she notices Jurgen coming down from the castle.
This is your guys' scene. So,
As I feel like with Dragona looking around and Jurgen, both Dragona and Jurgen have kind of a big presence, so I almost envision it like the crowd would part a little bit, as he starts walking through. And
actually, I want you to give me an intimidation, based on like everything that's kind of gone on. I think that like Jurgen's like kind of set his head forward, you know, that like determined, and there's a crit. Like,
Come on, what?
Can I be intimidated?
There's no way.
yeah, sure, Dragona, you can roll intimidation, like keeping the crowd kind of back, you know.
You're not gonna roll a crit for the rest of the campaign.
That's an intelligence, not an intimidate.
Oh.
Letters are hard, man.
Yeah.
Hey, they
Just
both start
role-playing
with
the
INT.
illiteracy.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I'm
and with
saying.
E. That's much better.
Yeah, like you just standing there with like your arms folded is enough for people to be like, we ain't fucking with her. Like,
A half orc's mere presence is enough to be intimidating.
Yeah, as the crowd is kind of like moving out of the way, and Jurgen sees Tilia, he's gonna let out like it. It almost sounds like it's supposed to be a whisper, but it's loud as can be. It's just like no, and he runs over and starts like caressing Jimmy's head. Like as tears start coming to his eyes, he looks between Dragona and Tilia and he says, Did you see what happened?
Dragona's just gonna shake her head and say, "No clue. No idea how he died."
There was a explosion or something, some noise, so he came running. But I've never seen something like this. I don't know.
You would see like Jurgen's fist like clenching as tight as possible. Like if it goes for too much, like for very long, his hands will likely start bleeding. And he says, "It's the captain."
Dragona's gonna like give him a moment. The captain.
Okaris, we were watching him.
If it wasn't him, then it was one of his people.
yeah, I mean, Okaris is there, right? So like he hears you because he didn't say you're bothering to necessarily hide your voice.
No, there's
So
no.
yeah, he's like,
Ooh.
I'm no child murderer.
Uh, and Jurgen would like just turn around and point a finger at him and say, "If it wasn't you, then where is that device?"
He gestures to his hip where it is.
You. Any of your men have one of those?
He goes, none of my men would have done this. And besides
they
the fact,
have those.
no.
This Jurgen has been being he's been being very very like kind and open to everybody that's around, but in kind of a pointed fashion. He he says, "Look around. Do you think any of these fucking shoe cobblers are gonna have something to do that to this child?" And he's been with us far too long for any of us to do this, so this was you or one of your people. And if it wasn't you, then you better find out who did it.
I am many things, but in no way would I sanction the death of a child or kill one myself. If you're accusing me or my men, we're going to have a problem.
Then stick around until we find the bastard that did it. If he's one of your men, we can figure that out then. But if he's not,
I'll not have accusations thrown.
Jurgen steps in. It doesn't seem possible, but Jurgen steps in even closer, just like an extra inch. And he says, "You have hundreds of ships. How do you know every person on every one of these ships? Do you not think that one person could have turned on you?"
I've only had that one docked this whole time. Look around this island. And he like gestures and like you see all the ships still out there. You think I would entrust common sailors to come here while I'm in the middle of a diplomatic meeting? Calm yourself.
Jurgen starts like rubbing his eyes, and he takes a step back and he says, You've truly given me no reason to doubt you. This kid was like a son to me. You can't just expect me to calm down. Yeah, he walks back over to Tilia and like sits on the ground beside her.
yeah. As your two conversation got heated, Attilia rose, cradling Jimmy in her arms, making him look even smaller and younger than he already was in her full frame. Well, what's done is done. Let's just let him go. And Tilia will make a walk to, well, I don't know, I guess back to the castle gates in just a fog. Taking Jimmy with her.
Wait. He said the kid was like a son to him. Are you the boy's mother?
Not through blood, but bond. What difference does it make?
Do you know where his mother is?
Jurgen would look over to Tilia, just when he asks that question.
I think I might know where to find her. Won't do her any good seeing her boy like this.
Won't do her any good wondering if either.
What difference does it make to you? Just leave.
Jurgen would look. If I'm remembering correctly, Jurgen didn't see like the missing posters, right?
I think it was just Dragona and I on one of our city adventures.
Yep.
Oh,
Jurgen would look to Tilia and he says, Tilia, I've never asked you this question, but are you a mother?
Long ago, not anymore. I find myself childless once more under different circumstances.
And if your child was gone, and someone had a way to let you know,
My child
wouldn't you
is
want
gone.
that?
Again. Just let me say goodbye to him. I'll take care of it.
We all need to say our goodbyes. Yeah, Jurgen would stand up and go over to Dragona, and without asking or anything, he's just gonna give her a hug and start breaking down.
Dragona would just very awkwardly but lovingly accept it. Just like give him a little pat on the back. Just as she had done with Tilia 10 minutes before.
Jurgen would after having like a few minutes of just straight tears, he would kind of choke through and look at her and say, "We've got to stick together from here. We can't be losing anyone else."
She's gonna like look down on him and kind of like get down on his level. And, like, if they weren't already, I mean, I'd imagine.
Nah, Jurgen's pretty short.
And Dragona's really tall, so she would like, I will never leave. Neither will Tilia.
I have been a soldier for a long time. I know what it's like to lose men. I know what it's like to lose friends. I've never lost family before. Not like this.
Dragona's just gonna kind of like look down, not really know what to say. Just, it takes time. But first, we have to let Jimmy's real parents know what happened to him.
We do.
I mean, if Dragona knows, she would definitely like. She would appropriately wrap Jimmy up so he didn't have like a big exposed bloody hole. And he might suggest, or she might suggest to Tilia that we bring him to his parents. If they have not already been drugged, brought in by the commotion.
They have not. You at least you haven't seen them, so.
Yeah.
Well, that may have been his first family, but he didn't want to go back to them, and I never asked why. So, let's let his new family say goodbye before we bring him back, please. I want everyone to get their final say.
Yeah, Dragona will just nod and let her. 'Tis the grieving process.
Jurgen would go over to Alcaris and say, I'm sorry for my very pointed remarks. I ask your forgiveness.
Despite how it may seem, Mr. Jurgen, I am not heartless. My condolences to you and your crew and the people of your island. One of my lieutenants has told me that Kazar was spotted slipping away whenever we arrived. So, I will be gone by morning to go look for him.
Jurgen would he would just like silently start like doing that head shake where like it starts off little and then just gets to a full head shake. And he says, well, I'm happy to have you as an ally. Yeah, he's gonna go follow wherever Tilia and Dragona were going.
Okaris puts a hand on your shoulder to stop you. Says, come with me.
Jurgen looks at him and says, will it be quick? Not to rush you, but I feel like I should be with them.
I mean, how far away have we walked? Have we just like, have we gone off?
You're starting to get kind of far.
Okay, so we wouldn't hear this then.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. Okaris says it'll take as long as it takes.
Jurgen would for the first time since this has happened, he would take like a deep breath and get his composure and try to get back to his normal soldier mindset. He clears his throat and says, then take me away. He starts walking with Okaris. Or not take me away, show me the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Okaris like arm around you, starts leading you away. And that's where we're going to switch to Under the Water with Vapor and Z.
I know. I wanted
Under
to say
the
that.
Z.
Under the sea.
Yeah.
Under the Z.
We can start with me.
Yeah, we're going to. Hey Z, what's up?
What's up? It's me. Alright, I guess we'll start where I left off, sitting on the ground. Like, what? I'm gonna get up, sigh, which I would do in person instead of saying it out loud, but my headset won't pick it up. And then, yeah. And then go, okay. Let's do the easy one first. And I'm gonna go find Anel.
It's not hard. Anel is like very active around here. Like everybody knows her. And yeah, you find her like talking with a group of other Aventi warriors.
I had a feeling she was gonna be with a group, and I like didn't know how I was gonna approach that. I guess I'll just go up and tap her on the shoulder and ask to have a word.
Yeah, all the other Eventi all kind of like bristle a little bit at your presence. Obviously, they've been talking about you.
Seriously. I give a smile and a general wink to the group and hi everybody. Very noticeable. I mean, I shine from like 20 feet away now.
Yeah, Anel like just wordlessly kind of gives them the like, I got it, and they disperse.
Damn. She didn't have to walk away. She made them leave. GIF. Okay.
Hot.
Yeah. Intimidating. My brain is not acting as fast as last week. So hold on. Let me get into character because I'm not. I just wanted to start with I'm sorry. Obviously I lashed out and that wasn't okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry. Is this awkward silence in character?
No, I'm thinking about how she'd respond.
No, I think it's funnier if it's in character.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. After a long pause, she kind of like reaches a hand out and like kind of cups your chin, very
So
strong,
cool.
very strongly, firmly, like looks into your eyes and then headbutts you square on the bridge of your nose.
Hell yeah. My kind of woman.
You take 5
What's it gonna
points of
say?
damage.
Fucking amazing. I love it.
Z says, "I know I loved you."
Stop. I haven't responded.
She goes, "You insulted my honor. That's going to take a lot of work to forgive."
I'm a very hard worker. And I wink, and then I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, nose bleeding.
Good start. Good start. We'll get back to that plot later. I'm gonna go find Vapor. It's a slow burn, guys. I love
Yeah,
that she doesn't
good
burn
good
right
luck. Vapor does not want you to find her right now.
Damn.
Hey, we'll still try. So specifically tracking somebody can be quite a few different roles. It can be
Okay.
survival, it can be spot, it can be gather information, it can be search.
Yay, let's see what I am good at. Let's do search. +9 in search.
Okay.
Not bad.
Vapor, roll hide.
First I want to say, after she walked away, she would have cast this first. I don't know if this stupid thing rolled or not, because it has problems.
Did not.
The dramatic sisters being dramatic.
She would have did that to.
Okay. Roll hide.
To herself. Okay.
Down by 1.
Oh. Oh. Guess that's the night.
Yeah, I mean, like, you look around and, like, you feel like you know Vapor pretty well, so you're like, okay, what's the darkest corner I can find her in? And then you don't, and you're like, huh, that's kind of weird.
I imagine, because it's only like 1 point off, that I like walk past her, look in her direction, and she like sees me see her, and then I like squint and then turn and keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely that's what
I
it
got
definitely.
is.
really close.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and eventually though, Raoul finds you.
Me or Vapor?
You.
Oh God. Okay,
Oh God. Okay, Raoul's been nice.
that's true. I just don't want to talk to anyone right now. He's a guy of importance now. I have to put on a nice face and be agreeable.
Yeah.
Okay.
He comes up and he immediately like kind of shoves a gourd into your hands.
Thank you.
Drink it.
And so I do.
Yeah, it burns. It is alcohol.
Nice. After drinking like what is probably more than like I wasn't expecting it to be alcohol, I like and then take another swig.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You look like you needed it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I need it.
Yep.
What
Well, Yeah, what were you
am
gonna
I
say?
supposed to do next?
Well, like I tried to say before, I don't think we've been entirely fair to you. Everything's just been kind of happening. But, I mean, the tribes follow you, except for the Unwei and those who followed them. They'll be a thorn in our side, but we'll figure it out. I just need to know that you are going to take this seriously.
I just kind of I don't know how tall he is. I'm not short, but
He's over 6 feet. Like,
then I look up. I was gonna say I probably look up at him. He gives tall vibes.
yeah, he's
You
very
can-
tall.
You can just tell. All right, so
He's tall, muscular, and old, like the whole package. You know.
right, like
God, just
Okay.
my type.
sugar daddy and all that. So, anyways, I don't think I have any choice but to. I kind of gesture at like the crown that I am immediately regretted putting on, but now I've like thought about taking it off, but I can't because I can't breathe underwater without it.
We all have a choice. Every one of us. But we Aventi have a saying. Insert quote from earlier.
Oh, you're gonna have to give
Yes.
me that one
I'm
because I don't
gonna-
remember it
I'm gonna say
already.
it. He says, duty is deeper than the sea, but death is lighter than air. You can
Doesn't
think
that make death sound charming?
it means doing what needs to be done is always going to be hard. The right choices are not the easiest. But at the end of one, you're alive.
I just nod. Like yeah, that makes sense. Kind of a contemplative face.
Yeah, he hands you back the gourd, pats you on the back, and he says, drink, have a good time, and think about what that means for you.
I give him another appreciative nod. Wait for him to walk off.
And when he walks away, he says, oh, by the way, Anel might beat the shit out of you next time they see you.
Where do you think I got the bloody nose?
It'll be worse.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and he just like kind of chuckles as he leaves.
Can I get drunk enough to go try and fist fight an elf? That sounds fun.
Sure.
All right, is there enough in that gourd to get me drunk enough for that stupid decision?
It's very high proof stuff.
Amazing. I drink the whole thing in like 10 minutes.
Fortitude.
Roll for
What's your
alcohol poisoning.
fortitude?
Fuck yeah. Not great. Oh, wait, I lied. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely there after like 10 minutes of kind of like taking a big mouthful and then just progressively getting through the gourd that way. But we're going to stop there for right now with you, and we're going to go to Vapor.
Hello.
What is going on?
She cloaked herself and she's just in the corner just crying. Like, unless like somebody was trying like super hard to find her. Like she's not like super loudly crying or anything like that. She's just trying to process the events of the past couple of days and everything that just went on with Z, which is why that she just did not want to see Z right now. So she's just kind of having essentially her own version of a mental breakdown. Trying to process like everything with Andon, everything with Jurgen, this big ordeal with her sister, and how she's supposed to be like this ruler of these underwater people somehow, and just yeah, it's just a lot to process. So she's just kind of letting it all out, letting her emotions flow at the moment. She would eventually pull herself together and come out of the like reveal herself after a while. It just wouldn't have been like right away while Z was looking for her, but like Z said, Z would have like came, looked at her, not realized that she saw her, and then walked away. And she would have seen this, but she would have held her breath while that happened, so that Z definitely wouldn't have found her.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with Vapor at the moment. But she would eventually emerge for this fight that is rumored to be going on.
Oh yeah, that's how I started it. I didn't tell Adele directly. I started telling people.
Turns out this is how Z actually
This is how I
manages to
died.
talk to Vapor later.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Yeah, while you're there kind of, I guess, contemplating all of your emotions and just kind of letting them all out, like, you get up, you start going to look for Z, and for one reason or another, you just kind of look up. And you can see through the waves, even though they move very fast from the wind and whatever causes them to ripple all the way up at the surface. You can see the moon. and you remember something your mom told you when you were very, very young. And it's that you were born on a full moon. And that your father said, or you knew who it was, that your father said that the moon grants whatever the heart desires.
Okay.
And I think that, like, kind of as you're contemplating that, it would be very funny if, like, you look down and the fight is already in progress.
Fucking amazing.
Okay.
Now, Z, I'm just gonna have you make an opposed grapple because Anel is immediately going to go for like the submission, twist your arm kind of shit. Like,
I can't tumble check it. I can't dodge.
you're drunk.
This is good. This is good. Is that a strength?
Grapple is underneath. Like, if you go under your
Grapple is
stats
under
page,
grapple.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. I have a -2 to strength, everybody.
Good lord.
I mean,
This is gonna be great.
Since why can't I find grapple?
Go under stats and look like all the
Oh,
way
it's under
down.
stats. I'm
Yeah.
on skills. There it is. Oh, not awful. That's not awful.
That's almost a crit.
It was a 19 actually.
That's why I said almost. 19 only crits if it's a weapon.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and now, like, you're drunk, but also, like, you know, you've had training on, like, how to disarm and, like, otherwise wrestle people into submission, even if that's not your
Right.
style, right?
Anel doesn't know that I'm a goddamn assassin.
Right.
I have an advantage.
Right. But Anel is also, like, built. Like, so you go, like, you try and you think you've got her, and then she immediately, like, reverses it, has your arm completely straight out and in hers, and she, like, digs her elbow into your shoulder as she, like, plants you on the ocean floor.
Brilliant. I don't even know what I can do at this point. I'm considered grappled. I can make melee attacks just at disadvantage, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember what the modifier is, but there's no disadvantage per se. It's just like you take a
fuck.
penalty. Well, actually,
25.
I'll find out what that is right now because I have the rulebook up. Combat. Actions in combat. Grapple. Grapple, page 155.
If I use the dull side of my blades, can I still use my dex modifier? I make good decisions.
Give me a second. So you can, if you're grappled, you can attack your opponent with an unarmed strike, natural weapon, or light weapon. But you take a -4 penalty.
That includes the dagger.
A dagger is a light weapon.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I'll take the -4, I guess. I'm just trying to hit her with the dull blade, or like the back end of a dagger.
So you're specifying non-lethal. Got it.
Yeah, it's all non-lethal. I'm drunk, but I'm not like Trying to kill her. Attack bonus -4. Let's put that in. That's not bad. I'm using my returning dagger in case I drop it.
A 17 does hit. Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. Okay.
She's gonna punch you though.
Fantastic. I have a -4 to AC. Why is it doing all this? I don't know why it did all of that nonsense. But it, I guess, just 21. That seems insane. That's not.
Rolled 19.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. 19 does not hit. I forgot to roll for damage. 7 damage.
No, I was saying your roll. Was a 19 for the 21.
Oh no, that was I accidentally rolled 4 more attacks.
Yeah. She rolled a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm a -4 AC while grappled, so my AC is a 16.
Well, you lose your dexterity bonus to AC as well.
I think no, that's it. Yes, you don't. There's not a -4, right? It's just the dex bonus.
Yeah, you lose your dex bonus. So if you have sneak attack, which hey, Anel does have sneak attack.
Why? But I can't be caught flat-footed.
Flat-footed is not the same as losing. I know. It inflicts that same status, but
so
it's not.
We have we have the same AC then. It's mine 17 without my dex bonus.
What's her unarmed damage again? D6. Okay, I'll just roll these. Okay, so that's 12.
12
4 from her
damage.
punch, and then 2d6 extra from her sneak attack.
What does she have sneak attack for? Just me being pinned?
No, she got levels in ninja.
Oh, fucking ninja.
I love that, like, just straight up ninja's a class. That's amazing.
And the only way to break free of the grapple is to beat her in an opposing grapple check. Right?
Let me double check, but I believe so.
It's not like not. I mean, that is to my knowledge, but
You can make an escape. You can make an escape artist check in place of your grapple check if you want, but it requires a standard action.
so does a grapple check, anyways, though. So, yeah let's do that. That's a
Okay.
way better chance. Fuck yeah.
They're still gonna roll grapple to try to keep you pinned.
Right.
You're still pinned.
Still grappled?
Mm-hmm.
What the shit? Rude. Okay, we're just gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, but she's gonna punch
That's
you
just
again.
like-
She's gonna...
Cassie's like, at one point, I will crit on this escape artist check, and I
will
will
be
get
free.
out of this.
You won, I took them all.
Yeah, Anthony took all the crits.
That's yeah, you really did. 10 more. She just clocking you.
Damn. She is rolling to hit, right? She's just rolling high. She's just doing well.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, we'll do that again. This isn't going well for me. And I lost it already. Escape artist does not start with an E in my head. Oh, come on.
They crit. They got you.
What does it start with?
I don't know, but it's not E. Please roll lower than a 17 on the next one. Thanks.
No.
I don't believe you, Robert. Show me
Okay,
the rules.
they got a 12 on the die. Okay.
Damn.
And they have a +9. So
So close.
So close.
Not really, but so close.
they rolled like shit on the damage.
Thank fuck. How much damage?
Let's see, a 1, a 2, and a 1 plus Their strength modifier, which is a 2.
So 7.
6.
Oh, thank God. Look at me doing math wrong. Math is hard, guys. Oh, fuck me.
Oh no! Critical fail.
Oh no.
I think I'm gonna die on this next one,
Anel,
guys.
Anel also critical failed.
No way. So who? What happens?
I
Is
think
it just?
you guys just fuck.
Yeah, I don't think that's the answer here, but you know what? Maybe.
Yeah,
Kiss
the
and
grapple,
make
the
up?
grapple changes into that like weirdly sexual one where you're like on your back.
Oh my God.
It's like that scene in The Lion King. Nala
But
just gives him those eyes.
was hers
Yeah,
still higher?
and it
Hers was
says-
probably still higher with the 1,
Oh,
right?
it definitely was.
All right.
They
It's
have,
like
they have
the
a plus
scene in The Lion
11 on
King.
their grapple. So yeah, like yours definitely still grappled, but like yeah, it's like, can you feel the love?
Even though my
Nice.
face is probably super bloodied, I'm a wink.
That's where we're gonna leave that.
Self-destruction.
A fist fight that eventually turns into 2 lovers reconciling.
I am going to die.
Hey, that's how I'd want to go out. Some muscular woman just beating the shit out of me. Like,
Not sure if you can pay for that.
you probably can. We're gonna return to the surface.
Oh, where depressing things are happening.
Yes, where depressing things are happening, and not the funny, haha, goofy stuff that's happening down in the ocean. No way. Yeah, Jurgen, you're walking with Olkaris, and like, do you say anything while he's leading you?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, he leads you like basically to the center of town before stopping and just kind of gesturing at everything around. And he says, "What do you see here?"
He's just gesturing around town.
Yeah.
Um. Jurgen would look around and just say, "A people."
Good. Good. You're not in complete shock. Yes, Jurgen, there are a people here. And what are you to them?
A leader.
Exactly. See? You're getting it. So my advice to you, and the reason I brought you down here, is for you to prove that you are a leader. I am many things, Jurgen. Some would call me a downright bastard. And they're half right. But this is what it's all about. Having people look up to you and look to you for guidance. And you have to understand that you can't be there for everyone, no matter how hard you want to. If you fret over every single person, it's never going to stop hurting.
Jurgen would he would make like some really strong eye contact and say, spoken like a man who's lived through this himself.
I was the second son of a dwarven family. Do you know how rare that is, Jurgen?
Aye, that I do.
I've gotten to where I am through not the best means. But that's something that I have had to do. Something that you have had to do. When you came here and took over, the previous Baron must have died. Whether by your hand or somebody else's, you're picking up where he left off. People are going to expect you to be a downright cruel bastard. You don't have to be, but that's what they'll expect. Whatever necessity makes you do is what it'll do. For me, I got nearly killed by my older brother for the crime of wanting to be more than what I was destined to be. Our parents never gave me any of the opportunities that they gave him. He squandered them all. And I was forced to sit there and watch until I couldn't take it anymore. And then he had the gall when he had me there at the tip of his sword to just leave. As if he was gifting me the whole thing.
What if he was?
If he was, then I wouldn't want it. I didn't earn it. But you have the opportunity right now to earn it. You took it. It was not given to you. Do not squander.
I already have it.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. In this case, you interrupted him, so he's going to stop.
If I already have it, what is it you're asking me to do?
Get it together and act like a leader. I know the boy meant a lot. You can mourn on your own time. There are other people that have lost just as much as you. They're around here. Make yourself useful. I am leaving.
In the meantime, or I guess not in the meantime, but in the future, where can I reach you?
I have people all over. When you find one, they'll find me.
I'll keep an eye out.
Good. Well, I'm off to go keep looking.
It cut out. He's off to what?
To keep looking.
Jurgen would he just kind of do the head nod thing again and say, good luck to you.
And to you. As our ancestors used to say, go with the stars.
And Jurgen would just kind of nod and allow him to go on his way.
Yeah, immediately Okaris is like shouting orders and getting people like back onto his ship. What does Jurgen do now?
It's a big question. Jurgen is... He's gonna go find where the others went. And then once he deals with them, he'll start checking around, seeing what more he could do here.
Yeah. It's a slow and very somber walk back to everybody. And I guess I'm going to draw a parallel to Vapor here. Like you kind of look up, but instead of looking at the moon, you look at the stars and you think about exactly what Okaris said. And the voice in your head speaks up again. It says, "This comes with the power."
Jurgen kind of like... It's a bit of a... It's not really a whimper, but somewhere between a whimper and just like a mutterance. He says, "I never asked for this power."
None of us have.
He will, like, for the first time since, I mean, really pretty much this whole day has been kind of messed up, so probably for the first time today, he kind of lets down just like the tiniest little bit of a grin, and he says, "It's nice to have you being supportive this time." And he just kind of keeps on walking.
The last thing it says to you is just be like iron. And I'm not going to skip over everything that happens with Jimmy following his, unfortunate demise here and the emotional moments. But I would, just in the interest of moving things forward, I'm going to just kind of go with how I'm feeling the vibes are. And you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, and if you'd like to add anything, you are welcome to. But I like to imagine that everybody kind of gets together, says their goodbyes. Because as you all know, as players, once you're gone in this world, there's no coming back. And the most you can do is give him what little funerary rites there are to ensure his safe travels. to the great black tree of Ibnis. And then comes the harder part, where one of you has to tell Jimmy's parents what happened.
Oh, man. We need a person who's good at talking.
That's none of you. But
Tilia, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it'd only be right, I think.
I'll come as moral support.
Yeah,
I
if
feel like
Dragona wasn't coming, Tilia would drag her with.
maybe not. I don't know. I feel in his heart, I feel like Jurgen would go.
Eh, please, it might dissuade them from becoming violent if there are 3 of us instead of just 2.
I like that we're doing all of this, and Kazar is still just.
Underwater.
yeah,
getting
we cut to
super
Kazar just
pruny.
sitting there in like a meditation pose, like
cutting
underneath
through
high
stuff.
tide.
I'm still under the water.
Yeah, like in high tide, just in a meditation pose, like under the water.
Yep. Completely oblivious.
Yeah, the 3 of you go down, and the meeting is just as sad as it could be. You break the news, and his mom, upon realizing that you are being truthful in your statement, just completely breaks down and runs inside of her home, where her wails of anguish can be heard from outside. His dad simply nods, and while he's doing the manly thing where he is hiding his emotion, but you can tell it has affected him deeply. And while he does not show those outward signs, he is obviously very angry with you. After a very brief conversation, he simply wishes you all a good night before he too heads inside.
Dragona's just gonna take a deep breath.
We're on the sad night tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Probably the return of his parents.
You guys better be crying.
I'm literally sobbing and shitting right now.
How do you 3 spend spend your night?
I mean, is the captain guy, has he left? Did he just
He will be
immediately
gone by
head-
morning, so you cannot get Kazar yet.
Okay. Knowing this, I mean, yeah, she would probably just go to the local bar in town and buy everybody a drink and a good meal.
Yeah, subtract 5 gold from your inventory.
Okay.
Tilia's gonna be trying to blow off some steam in the courtyard of the castle, just somewhere kind of open, just doing her drills and exercises and jumping. The brain can't be sad if the body is busy.
Both really good and really horrible advice.
See, it sounds like someone hasn't pushed it down hard enough and did some push-ups.
And we return because Anthony hasn't said anything.
Yeah, I feel like Jurgen would just kind of be like, he's very solemn in this.
And we
You know
return.
what?
No, go ahead.
She
Go
would
ahead.
definitely be. She would just be like hiding her like pain, so she'd probably just be trying to like cheer Jurgen up. And that's her love language is drinks and food. So
That's my love language, baby.
that's the key to my heart.
Yeah, and we will go back under the water.
All right, I'm gonna try and escape again.
No, at this point, the shit's been beat out of you. Like,
No, let me do one. Let me go to it. I'm still fighting.
Sure, I'll let you do one more.
Well, that was underwhelming.
It doesn't beat a 22.
Nope. I can't believe that 26 didn't beat it. I'm mad.
Yeah,
But
I
at
mean,
this
they're
point,
gonna punch you again. Like,
It's gonna knock me out.
they hit you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh fuck.
That's 17 points of damage.
And I'm out. Goodbye.
Yep. As soon as he's knocked out, and I'll just like, let's go. Then I guess they look up and they see Vapor, just like,
Don't mind me.
Does Vapor say anything, or are you just staring? Like,
She's staring, looks back up to the sky, or to the surface, to the moon, looks back down. And just kind of says, I guess this was your heart's desire.
Pretty funny.
yeah, and now picks Z up and like hoists her over their shoulder. I was like, don't worry, I'll make sure they get plenty of rest.
I appreciate it. Even though her and I aren't particularly in the best place right now. She is my sister and I do care a lot about her.
Was it a little satisfying to watch her get beat the shit out of?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. How does Vapor spend the rest of the night?
How well does the moon like shine down into the water? Like, is there?
It's still pretty dark because like you're hundreds and hundreds of feet down, but like there's still light. Like you can still see. It's just very dim.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she would spend probably most of the evening knowing that she can't talk to Z now because of because Z made poor decisions.
Z made a great decision.
She made a great decision, but poor decision at the same time. That honestly left Vapor a little bit satisfied on the inside.
If each player doesn't make good decisions, you can't expect her to.
Just spends the rest of the evening probably just staring at the moon, thinking about the heart's desire, the being what her father said about the heart's desire.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if anybody approaches her for conversation, she'd engage in conversation. But
I think for the
if
most,
no one,
I think for the most part, you're left alone.
okay.
And yeah, but eventually, at a time you don't really know, you fall asleep. And you only awake whenever, instead of the moon, it is the sun's rays kind of piercing down into the water. Z, you wake up with a massive headache.
And the worst hangover of her life. How many hit points do I have?
All that was non-lethal damage.
Okay,
So you
am I
slept.
back to full?
Yeah, basically. Even if you weren't, people here would have healed you. So.
All right, but not all the way. Not enough where I'm not. I roll over and throw up.
Oh yeah, not like the minute you wake up, it's hell. But like after a while, when people are like, "Hey, like, we'll help you with that."
Okay, Ivy, what do I see when I wake up? I wake up, I roll over and throw up off. I'm assuming I'm in a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Throw up over the side. Is there like a pan for me to go for, or am I just like, what's around me?
You just kind of like stick your head out of like a little makeshift window into the ocean, just vomit out there, and it like gets carried away by the current.
Gross. All right, I turn back, and what's in the room?
The room is empty.
All right, I'm just gonna hang out for a while, just like take milk, lick my wounds.
Yeah,
it's incredibly unhygienic.
Oh, shut up. The metaphor. Metaphorically, lick my wounds. Yeah, I actually have curing lick. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, the sucker is actually the liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah. After an indeterminate amount of time, like you're hungover, so like you're kind of sitting there, just kind of nursing your head. So you're not really paying attention to how much time is passing until eventually the door opens, and it is Raoul. He says, "Good, you're awake."
Hand like still like on like the eyebrows, like kind of holding her head.
Have a little too much, huh?
Maybe. What happened? Actually, I don't want to know. New day.
Yeah, new day. Well, hey, everybody's ready to go. We're just waiting on you and that one you brought from Alfla.
Okay. Do you know where she is?
Nope.
Okay, I'll go find her and then to the surface.
He nods, then he just leaves you alone.
All right. After I sit there for a minute, try really hard not to throw up again, swallow back down, and get back up.
Oh, gross. The burn of vomit.
Yeah. It doesn't go all the way up, but you feel it in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
This is role playing, guys.
Serious role players, right?
Serious role players.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for Vapor.
Yeah. Where does Z find Vapor?
Are you hiding?
I'm not hiding today. um, how far from everyone did I like? Would you say I was, Robert? Whenever I was like away in the moon.
I mean, not terribly, because like the ocean's big and you don't know what's out there, so I don't think you would have strayed too far.
Okay, so
She
yeah,
got lost.
I probably would have just like been like stayed there. Like I probably wouldn't have like ventured back. I would have probably stayed just looking at the surface and just chilling there. So I would be out in the open.
On my
Not
way
that-
over, I start remembering the events of last night. But okay, I walk up to Vapor. She's awake, right?
Yeah, she's awake, but I would assume you would walk up from behind. Like she's got her head like up towards the surface again. So like she's not particularly paying attention, so she probably wouldn't like immediately notice you.
Are you doing that weird thing you used to do when we were kids where you just stare up at the sky all night?
Oh, good. You're alive. I thought she might have killed you.
We could only be so lucky.
So what if I am staring at the sky?
Good point. I guess I'll keep this simple. I'm sorry that I left. And unless I get beat the shit out of, I don't think I'm gonna leave again. So I guess we're doing this shit together now.
Yeah, she'd finally bring her head down and look at you. And wait for you to continue talking.
And everyone's looking at me to make this big decision and lead everyone up to the surface. But also, I don't think it's just me. I think it's us. And yeah, us. Not just me running away, or just you being left behind. Together. So, we're supposed to lead these people to the surface. I can't do it alone. What do you say?
She'll look at you for a moment and process everything that you're saying. And then just give you like a sly little grin. And say, about time you realize you can't do everything by yourself.
She rolls her eyes. Do you want this stupid crown? I feel like a fucking beacon.
No, keep the crown. It suits you.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Fuck. I want to get rid of the crown.
Yeah.
Okay, we go find Raoul.
Yeah, just like what I did with Jimmy, we're going to kind of gloss over the nitty gritty of all of this. Instead, we just have a montage, a small scene of all of the Aventi and what Darfell remain that have not left with Kagan, forming up into neat little squares of battalions, thousands of these people that have decided to follow you, despite having known you for just a handful of days.
And watched me get beaten up.
hey, to them that's another Tuesday.
Fair enough.
And you start making your long trip. And while you're going, we're going to again turn to the surface for what everybody else is doing this morning.
Drona would be watching the port. Not too, like, suspiciously, obviously, but, like, just, like, keep an eye on it. Watch for when the captain leaves, and once he leaves, she'd sling her pack over her shoulder filled with, like, food and water for Kazar, and get ready to leave.
Yeah, Attilia will probably meet you on your way out, having spent the night outside, just crashing when she can no longer, like, run laps. So, care to see our new friend off?
Dragona would just kind of, like, give a hearty laugh. Hell no. Love seeing him leave.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's the one who did that to Jimmy, but he's a real jerk overall. Well, a gesture towards the gigantic pack you're carrying.
I like to think that Jurgen comes down right as you say all that. Like,
Dragona
Yeah.
would look at Jurgen and say, well, I think Jurgen's right. I think he did kill Jimmy.
Well, it wasn't him that did the deed. Like that I could be pretty sure of, but I don't know who else it could be. Those weapons, they came on his ship.
My only hope is that when he leaves, they leave with him.
Well, for their sake, I'd hope so. They wouldn't want me to catch them. Well, anyway, we'll see the bastard off and then go meet our pruny friend. I'd imagine he's going to be eager for a meal and a change of clothes.
I hadn't thought about that. Just because he can breathe underwater doesn't mean his skin isn't like.
oh yeah, no. We've been kind of
ancient-
glossing over it with Vapor and Z, but like they're the same. Like they're all pruned up.
My crown
Blake's
doesn't do
favorite.
anything.
Okay, fair enough.
He's
Yeah, I
been
guess
holding in
the
his
crown
teeth
would
for, like,
protect you,
24
but like
straight
Vapor,
hours.
Vapor's like all wrinkly.
You have no idea how much Blake hates that.
I offered you the crown. I'm
She
just saying.
If my fingers are wrinkly, she won't let me touch her.
Yeah, it's icky.
Yeah.
She's like, you're gonna dry out first.
Yeah, Kazar, low tide comes sometime early in the morning. You're able to breathe, stand up, and walk around in that cave.
Okay. After doing their morning routine in the cave, they will cast Create Food and Water for themselves. And continue to wait in the cave.
Who's getting him?
I think Dragona was.
Yeah, Tilia's gonna tag along as well.
Okay. There is something I have to point out. Jimmy took Kazar to the cave. Dragona, I do not know where that cave is.
I think you would be able to find it.
Okay.
Like, because
And
Jimmy,
then,
like,
he
Jimmy
has
was
to,
just like,
climb the cave too, right?
the
So-
whole time Jimmy was taking him, Jimmy was like saying, like, hey, this is how you get there. Like,
Cool.
it,
Then
all you gotta do is
I
really
feel like
walk
they would-
along the beach until you find a cave in the cliff. Like,
We go for a nice stroll then. Go get Kazar.
He was about to learn we lost the child.
Yeah, it's been a busy day.
yeah, I mean, of course, doesn't have any fanfare. His ship just lets down its sails and they leave.
So the whole time we're on the way to Kazar's cave and the times immediately after, I am on high alert for any rats that might have stayed ashore.
Nope. There are none.
Bro thinks we in the Black Plague looking for rats.
I mean, there are like actual rats.
They
like-
Those are fine.
came on the ships.
Yeah, he brought guns and rats.
Sounds familiar.
I mean, yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty accurate.
Yep.
So, yeah, you get to Kazar's cave. How do you get him out of there? You just go like, hey, Kazar, we're here.
Yeah, I'll just kind of uneasily like look down into the water, like. So, hope that spell worked out okay.
No, it's low tide now, so like you see the cave. It is not blocked by water. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just go on in, giving a stage whisper, Kazar, Kazar.
Dragona would
He's
just
sitting there
scream
with
at
like
them.
pristine, with like brand new food and water and a small little fire going to dry his clothes.
So he's naked.
No, he's sitting next to the fire.
Uh-huh.
Sounds naked to me.
Sounds naked to me.
I mean, Dragona would just shrug and say, brought you some supplies, but it seems like you don't need it.
And Tilia will saunter over to the fire and collapse onto her butt. So, been a busy day.
Dragona would also sit down with us.
So, the captain left. He's still looking for you now, but he's off land. But more importantly, Jimmy's gone. A hole
Yeah.
blasted right through his chest.
Can't say what from, but killed him quick.
Jurgen made it seem like it was whatever the captain had on his hip, but I'd never seen one of those. What?
I assume I know what that is.
no, you do not. It's a very, very new invention.
Very okay. I can't say that I know what you're talking about.
Well, might as well come up join the land of the living. The crew already said their goodbye, but we had to hand the boy over to his parents, his real ones.
As it
And
should be.
Jerome will just give like a sad nod before getting up right away.
And Kazar stands up and puts out the fire.
yeah, he seemed like a straight shooter. Well, pun unintended because I don't know what shooting is. But the
What the heck
captain
is
didn't seem like the type to leave a spy. But just keep your eyes peeled once we're making our way back. I'm sure he would come back for you in a heartbeat.
Did my ring come in handy at all?
Out of character, I forgot what ring.
The ring of mind shielding?
Oh,
Gave it to me,
yeah.
and Dragona would just shake her head. No, we never needed to use it, thankfully.
He nods and then offers his hand to take the ring back since it's no longer needed.
How'd you even fit it on your finger? Unless it's like a half-orc sized ring.
Pinky finger, I guess?
Yeah, it's a pinky ring.
It's stylish. Well, Tilia will lead the way back into the sun, making sure the coast is clear before waving Kazar out.
Kazar follows.
This just in, I got a sketch. That is the black and white sketch currently
Yo.
of Okaris.
You know,
He's cute.
Nice.
the family resemblance is like pretty good actually. He do look a bit like Kazar.
Yes.
Kind of handsome though.
Oh, yeah. Like, dude looks like he looks like he fucks, but like, you know, he's an asshole.
But then his like personality gets in the way, so.
He could still fuck up.
Well, he's in love. Tilia's into bad boys. Ooh, new romance angle next time we see him.
Romance all the NPCs, guys.
Yeah. You guys, I guess, like eat, drink, whatever, in relative peace and silence. We're making your way out of the cave. What's Jurgen doing? What's Jurgen up to? Jurgen?
I've been muted this whole time, man. Okay, that's okay. I didn't say a whole lot. Anyways, I was asking Blake what these sentences she's typing means and everything. Okaris looks good, but what Jurgen would be doing is trying to kind of heed the words of Okaris, making his way around town, just seeing where he can basically make himself of use.
Yeah, we have this small montage of like you know, helping put things together, helping various people in need. And while you're in the middle of doing this, on the beaches, people start appearing.
People start what?
Appearing. Armed
Would
with...
we not be at the front?
You guys are kind of. There are some people that go ahead of you. They can't have, like, if anybody's hostile up there, they're not gonna have you go first. You might die.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, people start kind of marching up these big blocks of them. And as they do, they've got like shields and spears, and they're like in step while they're walking. They're like clanging them together, making like a big show, a big racket. Completely in time with their steps. And as one big block of them make it through, second, and then a third, and then you see Z. And immediately after, you see Vapor.
I see Z and then Vapor?
Yep.
You know, though it's kind of out of character for him to react this way for them in particular, Jurgen's going to run forward to them in like absolute relief.
I'll meet
And
him halfway. I'll just start. I'll look
Yeah.
at Vapor and take off running.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Aw.
Jurgen goes over and like he does one of those things where it's like it like sort of not really like holding the hands, but just like kind of, you know, grabbing.
Clasping their hands.
Yes, clasping their hands, and he's like,
Wait, before you even get a chance to speak, I'm just gonna smile and say, "Does anyone need an army?"
Yeah.
"We just might." And he's actually going to. You guys could probably tell that something is off because like he goes in for like a really big hug with Z.
Awkwardly wraps arms around him. Also, I'm probably like a good foot taller than you.
Yeah.
And dwarves are not tall, so
It's just like face in boobs. It's like, I'm sorry. And he says, I was starting to think we might have lost you guys too.
I look at Vapor. 2?
He
Oh, she'll look just as confused as you.
Jurgen looks and like for just a moment it was almost like he forgot that you guys haven't been around. He's like, Jimmy's gone.
She's kind of like break free from the hug and just like push you back, lightly holding your shoulders but keeping her hands there, and just give you like a stern like look in the eye, just like, what do you mean gone?
Tilia will sniffle in the background.
Oh yeah, Tilia's here too.
Reed glance up at Tilia. I guess everyone's here. Oh, look, reunion.
I mean, they definitely would have been attracted
wow.
by the noises of marching and clanging on shields.
Yeah,
hard
that
not-
makes sense. Wait, so does that mean the Khazar's here too?
Yeah. Yeah.
We did it,
he came
guys.
with us out of the cave.
Nice. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Alex. I forgot. What were you saying? You said Tilia sniffled, and it sounded like you were going somewhere else with it.
Yeah, and if Z would look, she would know.
Did you kill the guy that did it?
We don't know the guy who did it. But we're
Arbeth
looking.
is on one of Orcaris's men.
Who?
Oh yeah, they haven't been around for
Alright.
all cars.
It's been a long day.
By the
Uh,
way, thanks for looking for me, guys.
for- like I said, it was a busy day.
Yeah, Jurgen would straight up say, we couldn't look for you because someone was here looking for Kazar.
Who would be looking for Kazar?
His brother, for starters.
His what? Wait. Speaking of family members popping up out of the blue, where the fuck's my dad? I need to kill him.
No, you don't.
Fine. I need to stab him lightly.
And then we're gonna have a civilized conversation, right?
Yeah, after the light stabbing.
She'll roll her eyes at you.
I think, and I gesture towards like the army accruing behind us. We should all take some time and maybe catch up on everything that's happened over the past. What's it been, like a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Few days?
That's probably a smart plan.
Agreed. I have a feeling that there's a reason you came with all of these people.
Crown on. I'm sure you guys would have noticed that. It radiates light for 20 feet.
Oh yeah. Um,
Oh, we're above the water. You can take that off now.
You know, I might just leave it on.
Jurgen actually says, I'd like to say, I'd like to have a word with these people's leader, but it almost seems like that would be you.
I hit him with a wink. I mean, it's us. And I gesture towards Vapor. I think it's us.
Glad to see you two working together.
Yeah, we haven't fully figured that out yet.
Well, regardless, you'll have to introduce us, I suppose.
Sure. I'll go find the leaders, Raul and his sister, and then I guess make introductions. And then I'm assuming enough people died during the Naga attack, which I don't know because I wasn't here. Oh, never mind. That's metagaming. Okay, I'm gonna ask if we can find like somewhere for these guys to camp out. I already have it open.
I mean, like, they're already water-faring people, so
I guess they could just camp on the edges.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know. You meet Raul. Raul again, big imposing guy, but also old. And his sister, let me get her name because I haven't had to say it in a while.
It's a minute.
Sharam.
Mm-hmm. I introduce them to Anel, say, and this is the leader of my new army. Avoid eye contact, and then we move on.
Jurgen would go forward and I mean, I suppose he would reach his hand out for a handshake, but he doesn't know if that's something these people do. But he wouldn't know, so he's gonna,
Won't stop you from trying.
yeah, he's gonna reach out for a handshake.
Raoul? Sharam? The Herald? The Herald? The leader of these people, whose name I had in my head and then forgot.
Raoul and Sharam.
No, the name of the people. I keep
Oh,
getting it mixed.
there's Aventi.
Aventi?
Aventi! I wanted to put an L in there because I was combining it with Alpha, and I knew I was combining it with Alpha, but I couldn't find the word. Okay. Yeah, I say Roland Sharon, the leader of the Aventi. Herald. Some awkward introductions. It's great.
Jurgen says, I'm not entirely sure what an Aventi is, but
We'll catch up.
if you are here to help, be happy to take it.
I mean, like, so you don't even need a spot check. Like, you're looking at Raoul, and like I said, like he's big. He's over 6 feet tall. He's built like a brick shit house. And the only thing that really is different about him in particular is that, like, for all intents and purposes, he looks like a normal human, except he has a big set of gills on his neck.
I have been totally just imagining anthrofish people the whole time.
The other ones are Anthrofish people.
Oh, it's just this guy.
Yeah, no,
No, there's like a mix.
the Darfel are like half Orca people.
Oh, that's
And
right.
there's
Right.
So I guess they're probably like scattered amongst the groups, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Darthel didn't come, but like some of them did. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because their leader Kagan was like, "Fuck you! I don't recognize your authority," and took him and left.
Kind of valid. I kind of showed up like all Manifest Destiny, so he's right.
True. Nobody said he was wrong, but I mean, still, like,
Yeah.
kind of a dick move.
I mean, I do think stabbing me was a bit of a dick, but again, I mean, my character's kind of a dick, so any violence towards her is like acceptable.
I mean, if any one of this party would like deserve to get stabbed, I'm not saying you deserve it, but
Right, but like if there was someone, yeah. That's funny. Anyways, yeah, that all happens.
So Jurgen would look to our two party members that have been gone for a while, and he says, "So, what exactly have you all been up to?"
I am not currently drinking today, but I could use a meal.
We can, of course, provide that.
Let's chat over food.
Sure. And he's just looking very confused, and he says, anyone who would like to join, feel free to." He says, like, kind of addressing everyone else that's around.
Wait, this is in character. Wait, did you introduce them to Anel? Because if so, I missed that.
Oh, I said this is the leader of my new army. Didn't make eye contact and kept going.
Oh. Well, fine. Then I will introduce her. This is Anel.
Instinctively puts hand on eye where I previously where I have still like a semblance of a bruise.
Yeah, there's like a big lump there.
Yeah, it's a little dark, you know.
And yeah, Vapor just laughs a little.
Uh,
You can feel the awkwardness.
Jurgen would
I love it.
Jurgen would shake Anel's hand as well, and then lean over to Vapor and say, "And Anel is."
Too soon to tell, but possibly her girlfriend.
That's all good relationships start. Physical fights.
He would just say, "Oh, that's a new development."
It's like when you go to summer camp and then at the end of the week you have your camp girlfriend, your camp boyfriend.
I think that's just you there, Cassie.
No,
Fair enough.
it's
No.
not.
I wouldn't
No,
know.
it's
I've
not.
never been to camp.
It's not. You're right,
Everyone.
Cassie. You're
Yeah,
right.
see? I didn't think you're only there for a week.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're totally right.
It's funny.
Um, af- after those introductions, Jurgen would he'd kind of wave to Kazar to come up with him.
He
Uh,
does so.
he would like. I feel like he would have his hand on Kazar's back and say, "I think I've heard a lot of stories the past couple days. And I need to hear your side of these stories."
Can we do this over dinner? Like, can we move into
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we just
Well,
go
that
sit
was
down?
that was one of those like, while we're talking, or while we're at dinner, you need to talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I just add that Dragona's from the desert, and this is her first time on the ocean, let alone seeing fish people, so she's just kind of like standing there staring at them.
They're staring at you too.
She's
we
like,
we
"What
told
is
them to make
happening?"
camp. Yeah,
I don't
we
wanna
told them
say
to make
frightened,
camp.
but flustered. Ooh woo.
Can I walk up to Dracona and be like, they pack a mean punch?
Oh, she'll blush.
She says, "Oh, good."
I like when they put up a fight. Oh wait, that actually sounds bad now
Whoa.
that I say it. Hold
Not
on.
bad.
Actual fight.
Cut that.
Wow.
The thought to
slapped
add on to that
Dracona.
statement did not occur to Dracona.
Yeah. So we just kind of smash cut to dinner immediately.
I'll just before Kazar, like we say, ask Kazar his thing. I'll just tell like everything that's happened, and then try and get everything that's happened out of you guys. That way, we're all on the same page, so we don't have to roleplay asking Kazar like, "Wait, brother," you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting very close to wrapping up, so I would also prefer to just skip that for right now.
Everyone's caught up. Yay!
The one thing that Jurgen would not want to cut past is he would definitely ask Kazar, why did you really leave your home?
I didn't think I had a choice. At least, I didn't have another option that I wanted to take. It was the only path in which I did not have to kill my brother. Or see him die.
Well, your brother doesn't seem to mind killing you.
I'm very aware. What do
I
you
knew I
want
could
to know?
trust you. I just needed to hear from you that I just needed a reminder that you're a good person.
And that we can all still trust you.
No, I trust Kazar, but I do want to know everything.
All right, I lay it all out.
We'll skip that for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to, like,
I mean, Kazar was just going to look at Z and repeat the same thing he said before. What do you want to know? Kind of prompting
Okay,
more
fine.
specific questions.
Yeah,
instead of
I do have a
lay out
specific
everything.
question. Why did you have to kill him? Or watch him die?
He made the choice to get me alone and attempt to kill me. In a one-on-one fight, I bested him, and my choice was either kill him or turn him in. For the crime he attempted to commit, the penalty in Fallhill is death. I would either have to kill him there, myself, or watch him be executed for his crime. Or I could choose to give him what he wanted and walk away.
She nods solemnly. And then she kind of smiles and says, I think you should have killed him, but just so you know, when I was underwater, once Vapor showed up, I missed you most.
Kind of
Doesn't
raises-
care that everyone else is at the table.
He kind of raises an eye at that and does that kind of that signature look he does.
Oh, the Kazar look. Well, I'll give my signature wink. I think there's something I have to come clean about, guys. I kind of look over at Vapor.
I mean, not much is going to surprise us at this point.
I don't think this will be a surprise. I just think I should go ahead and say it. I've been trying to kill Jurgen.
crickets. Nobody's surprised.
Absolutely no one is surprised.
Like we've already been through this.
Yeah, no, okay, sorry. No, I was paid to kill you. Or the Herald, technically.
Oh, no, that's
Actually,
news.
we both were.
See, we do some things together.
Well, paid by who?
The Crown. I may or may not be a career assassin for
Oh,
the government.
makes sense.
Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that tracks."
Surprised you did it for money. I thought it was just for pleasure.
Oh, I mean, I like being good at things, and I'm good at killing, and I like being rewarded. But I don't actually kill for pleasure.
Kind of
Yeah.
sicko do you think I am?
Come on. The murder just means nothing to me.
Just to affirm, though, you don't plan on killing Jurgen anymore.
Well, if I did, why would I tell you? Also, Vapor. For different reasons, she was also going to kill Jurgen. But we're Team Herald now.
So, was it your extended underwater visit that prompted the confession, or is it something else?
Well, did Vapor tell her thing about the who the guy with the mask is when we all caught up?
Not yet. She was going to reveal that in this.
Okay. Well, it pushed me over the edge. Some things that Vapor said. All that stuff about the history of the world and realizing that maybe we can't run away from this. But I think it started when I found out that my boss might be dead, and there might actually be nothing for me to go back for in Fall Hill. And with all this destiny stuff, I guess. I don't know. Kind of liked having a crew. Kind of like hanging out for you guys.
My reasoning being, I've recently learned that my boss may not be who he says he is. Um, you all remember the man in the metal mask?
That fucker threw me out a window!
When I first disappeared, I was granted entrance to the Shadow Realm for a brief period of time. And I learned that the caster in the metal mask is the man that I work for. However, I
hour.
have no idea what he's doing out here. Or what he is truly after.
Well, at least now we have an army. And one that doesn't involve kissing ass to Kazar's brother. Can we kill your brother? Please.
However, now you know that you have two highly trained assassins in your midst.
Which is why we could kill your brother for you.
Are you sure you don't kill for pleasure?
I don't know how to do anything else. It's been like a decade.
We
Kazar doesn't answer yes or no.
No, I imagine he's just giving me that one eyebrow look.
No, he's actually like he's in like it's a kind of a almost thoughtful expression, like he doesn't want to give you an answer.
You just want to give me the satisfaction.
we have both decided to let you guys in on this as a way of stating that we want you to trust us more. Um, how do I want to say it? Trust us wholeheartedly rather than being selective with what you tell us. In hopes of providing a more well-rounded crew in the future.
I take an awkward bite of my chicken leg.
It is in this awkward silence that you guys are all in the banquet hall of the castle. You, the party, what remains of the crew, from the Scorned Lady, Raul, Sharam, Anel, anybody with any kind of status among you, except for Andon. Andon has avoided this gathering.
Good, because I will stab him.
Just a little, right?
Just oh,
The big double doors open, and in walks a man with a large, wide-brimmed hat, who looks very dirty and very much like he has been traveling very fast to get here. He says, excuse me. Which one of you is Jurgen?
Jurgen would stand up as tall as he can, and say, "That would be I."
He takes off his hat, revealing a long mess of tangly dark hair. He says, Jurgen, my name is Masseray.